here we have Nelson for adoption. Nelson's about 1 year old, and we're not quite sure on the breed mix of Nelson, but he's probably about 45 pounds. He's a very sweet boy, very affectionate, loves people. We actually just met, and he's already being very sweet and gentle with me. You don't need this right now, do you? Okay, so what I'd like to do first is show a little bit of assessment on Nelson, show that he doesn't have any kind of aggression or fear from being handled. So we're going to start by just giving him a sort of a temperament assessment. We'll start by pulling on his ears. See that? You don't mind that, huh? I'll put my hand in his mouth, show that he's not biting. I'll play with his paws. Oh, that's an invitation for a belly rub, isn't it? You see, he doesn't mind being towered over by a person. I can put my face in his. He does not get stressed out from this, so he's very calm and peaceful. I can pull on his tail, pull on his back paws, and he sees it as play. He's not getting stressed out. Okay, come on. I'll show you that he's gentle when taking treats. We've got some treats here for him. Come on, Nelson. Would you like a treat? There you go. You see, he's very gentle when taking the treat. If I don't give it up, holding minimal pressure here, he doesn't want to try to be too aggressive in taking it. He's using his lips and tongue to try to remove the treat. Being very careful to be on his best behavior. Aren't you, baby? You want another one? There you go. Okay, I can put my face in his. When he's taking treats, he does not get stressed out. Right? Come. Come on. Good boy. Okay. So let me show you Nelson on leash so you can see his behavior. He does pretty well on leash. We'll take him for a little spin and show that he's not crazy on leash, right? You ready to go for a little walkie? Come on, let's go. Come on. Okay, and sit. Sit. Let's sit. Let's do one more spin around. Okay, come on. Come on, let's go over here. That's exciting. And sit. Good sit. Good boy. Good boy. One more time. Come on. Good boy. And sit. Good sit. And come. And sit. Good sit. Good boy. Alright. So, you can see he's pretty good on leash. He did quite well. Had no crazy rambunctious behavior. And certainly knows his sit command well. So, we've shown you that he's good with people. Has no triggers, no anxiety or stress from being handled, no food aggression, can be handled on leash quite well, and he is bonded with people. You can see that he looks toward people for guidance and for interaction. But what we'd like to do now is I'll bring out a couple of my dogs, and we'll show you how Nelson reacts to meeting new dogs for the very first time. So hopefully we'll be showing you that he's doggy social and does very well with them. So we'll be right back with a couple of new dogs for Nelson. So here's Nelson meeting Aldo and Bella for the very first time. Nelson, you're a little too attached to me already. You gotta go see the other dog. There's Nelson meeting Aldo for the first time. And as you can see, Aldo's a very big dog, so Nelson's just a little bit intimidated to be in Aldo's yard. And he's on his very best behavior, which is wonderful. What Nelson is showing us is that he knows proper behavior for a dog, that when he's meeting a new dog, especially on their own turf, that he should be a gentleman and let them approach him, and that he should be a little bit submissive to them. So he's doing a great job with meeting these two. They are not terribly interested in Nelson, which is always a very good sign. My assessment Rottweilers here would pick up on a dog that was unbalanced or overly stressed, and they would be staying next to him the whole time, ready to give him a correction. So they're not doing that with Nelson. That's great. Hey Nelson, you having a good time? So Nelson's starting to relax just a little bit as he walks around. You can see the tail is wagging a little more. He's hoping to make friends with these two new dogs and engage them in a bit of play. Nelson, would you like a treat? This one's for Nelson. Nelson, back off, guys. Very gentle taking the treat, even with other dogs around. All right, kids get to calm down now. Come here. No. Sit. Okay. There, Nelson. Here you go. There you go. I know. They're big dogs, aren't they? Okay. Come on, let Nelson come up here. Come on, Nelson. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Come on. All right. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Oh, good boy. So, these are big dogs, aren't they? And you're doing just fine. They're a little bit scary, aren't they? They're big. But they're also sweet, so don't worry, okay? Come here, baby. Come on. Okay, so we've shown you Nelson with people, we've shown you Nelson with big dogs, and obviously they're much bigger than him, so he's a little bit intimidated by them. Let's show you Nelson with some smaller dogs, and you can see how he does with them. So let me put these big monsters away, and we'll get some littler dogs out here. You can play with them, okay? Be right back. Okay, so here's Nelson meeting Ziggy in black and Poppy, our red-haired dachshund.
Come on, guys. Isn't she pretty?
So you can see Nelson's not quite as intimidated by dogs that aren't twice his size and 5 times his strength.
Oh, he's going to have a good run with Ziggy.
Yeah, look at that.
Ziggy!
That's sweet. That's sweet. Oh, look.
Big dog. Wow.
So now he feels much more comfortable. And he's very good with Poppy. So that's excellent. What do you think, Pop Pop? You like your buddy? Okay.
Boy.
Yes.
Good boy, Ziggy.
Wonderful job.
Good boy, Nelson. Good girl, Papa. I know.
Obviously, Nelson feels very comfortable with these smaller dogs. And he did okay with the big dogs, although he's a little bit intimidated by them. I think he would certainly get used to them fairly quickly. So I think we've shown that Nelson is very doggy social and would do well with lots of other dogs, variety of dogs and breeds. The final thing I'd like to show is we'll take Nelson to a friend's house that has cats, and we'll see how Nelson reacts to cats. Hopefully he'll do well, but one never knows until one tries, right? So let's get him over to visit with cats, and that will conclude our adoption video of Nelson. Okay, so here's Nelson meeting cats for the first time in his cat test. Come on, Nelson, come on. He's certainly not showing predatory behavior of a failure, so far so good. He's kind of acting like he may not know what cats are at this point. So that's good, huh? Go say hi. No? How about if I go over here? Come on. Come on. Look at the kitty, kitty, kitty. Look at this kitty. Kitty. See the kitty? There's the kitty. Come here. Okay. Good boy. Can you sit? Sit. Okay. Alright, so there you go. He's not cat aggressive. He's a little shy. That's a great thing. Come on. Come on. He's trying to explore their environment, get used to their scent without directly confronting them. There you go. Go ahead, say hi. Come on. Good boy. You're a good boy. But we trust him enough to just let him off leash. Come on, Nelson. Come on. Come on, Nelson. Come on, baby. Don't be shy. Come on. Nelson. So definitely, he'd rather just avoid the cats. And so that's a good job on his cat test. Okay, Nelson, so you passed your test. You met a kitty cat. You showed no aggression. A little uncertainty as to what they are, perhaps. Yeah. Certainly no aggression at all. Come on. Let's push it a little bit. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, just wants to walk away. So he certainly would do well in a home with a dog-savvy cat. All right, Nelson, come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Let's say goodbye. Come here. Sit. Will you say goodbye? Okay. Now, as you see, Nelson is a very well-balanced, well-adjusted dog. He has no food aggression, no fear of people, no fear of other dogs, and certainly no aggression towards cats. So we think he would make a wonderful addition to most families. We hope that you'll give him consideration for adoption.